we will sketch a diagram, find the magnitude, and find the angle of a group of displacements. So the first thing, there's two different ways that you might draw or sketch a diagram. One way might be to do something like this. You have north, east, south, west, and you might say, okay, well, the car goes 50 kilometers east, then it goes 30 kilometers north, and then it goes 25 kilometers 30 degrees at a 30-degree angle east of north. So that might be your diagram. I personally prefer to do it a little more succinct. So northeast, southwest. You could just do it like this. We've got 50 kilometers east. We got 30 kilometers north. And then we have 25 kilometers, 30 degrees east of north. So that's my preferred diagram. This is my preferred diagram. But who knows? People are different. So let's put in what we know. Let's call this, well, we'll call this vector 1, right? We'll call this vector 2, and we'll call this vector 3. And we know that this is 30 degrees. So that means this must be 60 degrees. So let's find our total displacement. And what we're going to do to find that is first we're going to separate all of our vectors into their components, then sum all of their components into one displacement vector. So vector 1 will be, it's 50 kilometers east. So that means in this direction it goes 50 kilometers, and in the north direction, none. Vector 2 will travel no kilometers in the east direction, and it will travel 30 kilometers in the north direction. Okay, vector 3 will travel, now this one, it travels 25 kilometers, so 25 kilometers times cosine of the angle, this angle. So we could say, or sine of this angle, whichever you prefer. But I usually like to keep cosine in the x position. So it's cosine of 60 degrees. And then the north component of this vector would be 25 sine of 60 degrees. Okay, now we can just sum them to find our displacement vector. So the displacement vector, which will be the total displacement, would be to sum. So we're going to sum all of these together first. That will be 50 plus 25 cos 60. And then we're going to sum these. So that would be 30 plus 25 sine 60. And now to do question A, we need to find the magnitude. So A would be the magnitude of the displacement, which will equal easily from Pythagorean theorem. It would be 50 plus 25 cos 60 squared plus 30 plus 25 sine 60 squared. Simple as that. And if we plug that into our calculator, we will get 81.08 kilometers. But this seems to be more of a physics type question, so we would probably just round it to 80 kilometers, or 81, oops, not 80, 81 kilometers. Okay, now we want the angle. So to find the angle, here's what we know. We know that this will be B, so tan of the angle will be the y over x components. So that equals 30 plus 25 sine 60 over 50 plus 25 cos 60. Those are degrees, right? So it's the y component over the x component. And then we just find tan inverse. So the angle would be tan inverse of this number. Right? Then if we plug that into our calculator, we get 39.57 degrees, which I'd probably, it's not chemistry class, so I'd probably just say 40 degrees. That's the answer, and that's the answer.